Good evening and welcome back to Bugs' DCS Cruise. Tonight, we're going to do something a little different for you guys. We're actually going to do a cold start with the Mighty TOMCAT. We're going to be based out of Almanat Air Force Base. We'll do a cold start using the Viacom VoiceAttack profile with the AIRIO extension, and if everything goes well, then we'll take her up for a pattern around Almanad. We'll land and shut her down. So you'll hear the communications back and forth between this guy and myself, and if everything goes according to plan, we'll get it up, running, no problem, no lights, no advisories, no issues, and we can go flying. So without any further ado, let's get on with the cold start of the F-14 Tomcat. Okay, I'm going to walk you guys through everything. There is a known issue with the communication with the ground crew, so you might or might not hear them, or hear them very well. We'll see what happens, but all we can do is hope for the best. And if somebody's ready back there, let's get this show on the road. Assisted startup.
There is still no external air and power.
Okay, so right there he's telling us before anything we have to get our ground power and our ground air on. So let's have our crew chief do that for us. Ground power on.
Copy.
Okay, that's a good time that worked.
Ground power is now on.
Okay, our caution light panel came up. Our fuel gauges came up. We got some lights up front. Let's get the ground air supply on. Connect air supply.
Copy. Ground air supply is now connected.
Okay. Now things are going to get a little noisy. But here we go. Assisted startup.
Copy. ICS comm check. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Roger that. All right, you ready? All right, check landing gear indication extended and transition light off.
And you can see the dialogue boxes or quotes or arrows or whatever you want to call them around the various items around the cockpit that Justice is going to be calling out for us to check. And I'm going to reply to him with just a simple answer like that. Check.
Select LTS on master test switch and verify all lights illuminate.
So beneath you, as you can see, the various issues and knobs and dials I'm hitting here. Cycle through this order. Actually, I'm sorry, LCS. I should have paid attention to that a little bit more, but that's okay. I couldn't see for a second, but... Check.
Select fire DET EXT on master test selector and verify left and right fire. Go lights illuminate.
Check.
Next item, select INST on master test selector and verify that engine, fuel, wing sweep, and alpha instruments are working.
Check.
Arm ejection seat.
Check.
Close canopy.
Close canopy.
You got it.
Check.
Set gun rate. Sidewinder cool off. Missile prep off. Missile mode norm on ACM panel.
Check.
Make sure emergency store jettison push button light is out.
Check.
Set air source to off.
Air source off. Check.
Set hydraulic transfer pump to off.
Transfer pump off. Check.
Set emergency flight hydraulics to low and check for on flag and emergency flight low hydraulic pressure window.
On flag. Check.
Set emergency flight hydraulics to high and check for on flag and emergency flight high hydraulic pressure window.
On flag. Check.
Set emergency flight hydraulics to auto.
Check.
Okay, now engine crank switch to right. Right throttle to idle at 20% RPM. Check that crank switch returns to off at around 50% RPM.
Here we go. Right engine's coming on. Not sure RPMs. Here we go. Good start on the right engine. Switch back to normal. Check.
Check that right generator and right fuel pressure caution lights are off.
Okay. That's the right engine are off. Check.
Check engine instruments within normal parameters.
She's stabilized now. You can hear that in the back. Instruments look good. Check.
Order plane captain to disconnect external power.
Ground power off. This is where that little tricky part I was telling you guys about comes in, so I don't know if he acknowledged that or not. Let's try it again just to make sure. Ground power off. Okay, we'll go with it. We'll see what happens. I'm sure Justin will let us know if something's wrong. Check.
Engine crank switch to left. When combined hydraulic pressure reaches 3000 psi, switch engine crank switch back to off.
Check.
Set hydraulic transfer pump to normal.
Check.
Set hydraulic transfer pump to off.
Check.
Set engine crank to left. Left throttle to idle at 20% RPM. All right, check that crank switch returns to off at around 50% RPM.
Okay, there we go. Coming online. Pressures are coming up. Mine's looking good. Check.
Check that left generator and left fuel pressure caution lights are off.
Check.
Check engine instruments within normal parameters.
Check.
Order the plane captain to disconnect to the external air.
Disconnect air supply. Okay, air supply's off. Check.
Cycle air source switch to left, right, then both engines and verify airflow in all positions. Set hydraulic transfer pumps to normal.
Check.
Stability augmentation on.
Check.
Cycle engine mode selectors and verify that each engine's secondary mode caution light illuminates. Set UHF function selector to transmit receive plus guard or both.
Check.
Set TACAN function selector to transmit receive.
Check.
AR63 power switch to on. Turn on all displays.
Check.
Turn on radar altimeter.
Check.
Set trim to 0.
Check.
Erect the standby attitude gyro. Giggity.
Really? I'll give it to you. See, we have around 69,000 pounds of fuel, or 6,900 pounds of fuel, I should say.
Extend speed brake partially, retract then extend fully, check for fluctuations in stabilizer to verify integrated trim operations.
Check.
Extend and retract refuel probe.
Check.
Emergency wing sweep handle to full forward.
Check.
Set external lights according to situation.
Check.
Verify flaps and slats operation and set to down.
Check.
Flight controls wipeout.
Check.
Toggle DLC and verify stabilators shift with DLC input.
Check.
Set anti-skid spoiler brake switch to spoiler only.
Check.
Test spoilers and throttles. Set anti-skid spoiler brake switch to off.
Check.
Retract flaps and slats.
Check.
Set maneuver flaps to down.
Check.
Set wing sweep to 50 degrees using manual mode.
Check.
Retract maneuver flaps.
Check.
Set wing sweep mode to bomb and verify maneuver flap retraction.
Check.
Set emergency sweep handle to 68 degrees.
Check.
Set emergency sweep handle to 68 degrees, then oversweep until HZ tail authorization caution light goes out and over flag appears in wing sweep indicator.
Check.
Set wing sweep mode to auto.
Check.
Press the master reset button.
Check.
Run radar altimeter bit by depressing the knob.
Check.
Check that displays are set as needed.
Check.
Run TACAN bit.
Check.
Run ARA 63 bit. Set altimeter reference pressure and reset mode. Compare compass heading with IMU heading on HUD, VDI, HSD, and BDHI.
Check.
Check flight instruments.
Check.
Okay. Ready to taxi.
Alright. And there you have it, folks. That's the assisted startup using the Viacom VoiceAttack profile with the AIRIO extension. Let's see how well we did. Let's take her for a quick pattern around the airfield. And see if we can land her and bring her back to the same spot. Yes, the other thing I forgot to mention is it does have wheel tracks in place on the cold start. You have to have the ground to remove them. There is in the bug with the F-14 that you have to have them place the wheel tracks, remove them, or remove them, place them, and then remove them again, and then the check will remove. So let's do that. Remove wheel tracks. Place wheel tracks. Remove wheel tracks. Yeah, there should be a little going forward now. Let's see what happens.
Airfield 1-1. Clear to taxi to runway 27.
the F-14B, big motor and GE engines. So, not going to use the afterburn. Plus, we don't want to overspeed our gear or our flaps. So, we're going to keep it out of afterburn today. So everything goes well. Make up your mind, but I'm going anyway. Here we go. What's coming on? What's coming? Back a little bit. Full power. Freeze out. Trying to keep that 400 knots. Slow low. There's some good. Let's just run away. Hopefully Chester stays right where he belongs right about now.
500. 400.
Ball it out, baby. Ball it out.
300 feet.
Right out set for 350.
200. 100.
Mind you, my ramming gear is up right now.
Ah, shit! What engines have hit?
Ooh, yes it has. extinguisher handles don't do the damn thing in this, but that's okay. Well, actually, no, it did. Alright. Promenade departure, Gypsy 2-1, emergency aircraft. Left engine fire, right engine still good. 14,600 pounds of fuel on board. Resting age, straight in. Well, here we go. That wasn't planned, but like we say, shit happens. I'm just happy that the fire bottle actually worked this time. I've been having nothing but trouble with that thing. We're going to go in for the straight in. We're not going to do anything fancy with that one. We're only running on one engine. But with the G's, I'm not too worried about it. TF-30s, a little bit of a different story. But I love the F-14A anyway. You can see the jets trying to nose to the left, so we're going to compensate with a little red rudder trim. Red rudder on the landing, just roll it out, yellow runway, so see 200 knots. Let's get this thing down sooner rather than later. Gears down. Lights here, flaps down. Miles out. Itself, we're beyond the trim point at the moment.
200 feet.
Way over now, baby. Trim, speed brakes out, throttle idle. Nose up. Flare a little bit.
Are we there yet? Man, that was awesome.
Let's not run off the runway now. Jesus Christ, that was close. Oh, this is not going to be good. Not good. Let's get these things back before it's too late. Jesus. We just hit something on the left side hard. Wow. Yeah, we must have hit something hard on the left side. Let's take a look at that in a minute. Let's get this thing off the runway and see what went wrong. little too low over the end of the runway. Struck the runway markers with the left engine. If I had to guess, but we'll find out. We'll shut down. And I'll also have a look at the tap view, because that doesn't lie. I want to see where I moved on that one. But either which way, it was fun. Then we got to deal with a in-flight emergency, left engine fire, and we got to land successfully. It's not bad. I've had much worse outcomes in situations like this. Open canopy.
Roger that.
Alright, let's go take a look and see what went wrong outside. Yep, you could definitely tell that the fire bottle was pulled and the fuel cutoff was pulled. I don't see any real visible damage to it. Maybe a little charring on the side. But other than that, nothing's missing. That's always a good sign. Well, I'm glad we made it back in one piece. I hope the walkthrough with the Viacom VoiceAttack was helpful for the assisted startup for you guys. Hopefully it helps you guys when you have to pull the fire handle if you know where to look. But as always, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe. Visit Bugs' DCS Cruise Discord for more. Until the next sortie, strap in, arm up the seat, and keep flying.